If the Miami Heat are done and lose this series, is it time to break up the band?
Skip Bayless.
Stephen A. Smith.
If they don't get it done this year, if they get closed out in Game 6 or Game 7 of this series, it's time to break them up.
Detonate.
Detonate.
Okay.
Wow.
It's detonate. The only person, from what my sources tell me, that is safe is LeBron James. And I'm here to tell you right now, that's exactly the way it should be. He's the one untouchable. Yes, your man Batman is somebody that I would trade. But I wouldn't trade him just anywhere. Okay? And I'm not, first of all, let me preface my comment because people in the stratosphere, Twitter sphere, and all of this other stuff, the people out there that lie and are very, very popular for misquoting me. Let me make myself very clear.
Uh-oh.
This is not insider information. Nobody told me that this is being talked about or anything like that. I'm simply proposing what I believe Pat Riley should do.
Fair enough.
LeBron James is good for 30 and 8 a night in these playoffs. You look at his numbers over the last several games. You see 34, 32, 30, 29, 28, 30, 32. I mean, just a model of consistency in terms of numbers, stat sheets. Dwyane Wade doesn't seem to be himself. I don't believe Dwyane Wade is finished. I still believe he's a superstar in this league.
Thank you.
But I believe he needs to be remotivated, and I think relocation would do it.
Wow.
Skip Bayless, I believe that Pat Riley should pick up the phone, and he should call Mr. Jim Buss. He should place a call to the man running the Los Angeles Lakers, and he should sit there and say that I'm willing to offer you Chris Bosh and Dwyane Wade for Kobe and a Kobe Gasol. Obviously, the numbers, you got to throw other players in there for the numbers to work. But that's the crux of it. And I'm not blaming Chris Bosh by any stretch of the imagination. I know the kid can play. That's not what I'm saying. I think that you're going to have some executives that are going to be a bit apprehensive because you look at a guy like Dwyane Wade, and he seems right now to be an old 30. He's not an old 30.
Thank you.
He just went away from what got him to this point because here's my indictment against Dwyane Wade. The classiest dude that I've ever covered in professional sports. Truly is.
Dwyane Wade.
That's right. Got comfortable. LeBron arrives in South Beach, and his whole thing was, we got this. You understand? I'm good because I know what I can do. But I got this dude that can carry the load for a vast majority of the game, and I could come and close.
Remember, the other dude said not four, not five. What did he start
not
with?
two, not three, not four, not five.
Stay with me. I'm not absolving LeBron.
Okay.
Stay with me. Dwyane Wade knows what he can do because he knows what he did. The problem was he assumed he'd always be able to do it. And here's where I'm talking about comfort. This isn't me exposing this stuff. This has all been in the newspapers. Ugly divorce, child custody battle, the beautiful starlet girlfriend in Gabrielle Union. You got all of that stuff going on. South Beach, 9-figure contract extension. I mean, my God, can you live much better than that? I mean, this dude's got it all. He's in South Beach. He's in Hollywood. And Skip, I had our researcher pull this up for me.
Uh-oh.
Right here.
Trouble.
Right here.
Yep.
This is Dwyane Wade. Notable endorsements. Nike, Gatorade, Topps, Staples, Sean John, T-Mobile, Lincoln Cars, Mission Skincare, Hublot watches. All right, magazine covers featuring LeBron or D-Wade the last 2 years. Sports Illustrated, ESPN the magazine, Uptown, GQ. We even get into the stuff that LeBron's got. Bubblicious. He's got an endorsement deal with Bubblicious. All right, Bubblicious, Nike, Coca-Cola, State Farm, beautiful commercial. All right, all of these into Upper Deck, McDonald's, the list goes on. He even got a Cannondale Bicycle Company. LeBron. It's very Hollywood. All of it's Hollywood. Okay, you know what? Go to Hollywood. Because last time I checked, it's time to get it done here. Pat Riley came from Hollywood. Pat Riley went from Hollywood to New York, went from New York to South Beach. His mission is clear. Author of the book, The Winner Within, four-time champion with the Lakers, champion with the Miami Heat. The man is about winning. And somehow, some way, what has happened with these guys is that, again, it's about Hollywood. And I'm not knocking them. Please make that money. Do your thing. I applaud them. The State Farm commercial with LeBron is one of the most beautiful commercials I've ever seen. It's just, I love it, about staying in school.
Sure.
I just love it. It's a fantastic message. But you have to close. You have to close. And if you can't get it done for the second year in a row, and I see it going this way, I got to do something about that. Jim Buss and Kobe Bryant do not have the greatest relationship. All right? Kobe Bryant is owed $58.2 million over the next 2 years. He doesn't want to leave. He wants to remain a Laker for life. Okay? But Jim Buss does not have the greatest relationship with Kobe. He's hitching his wagon to Andrew Bynum. We all know that, even though I still think he'd trade for Dwight Howard. But the point that I'm trying to make is this. If you have an opportunity to keep Bynum, and you can get D. Wade and a Bosh and Lala, and on the other hand, you're Pat Riley, and the mission is to close, and you've got LeBron James here who needs to be taught how to become a killer, is there a better teacher than the Black Mamba? The Black Mamba in South Beach? Because you got to remember, he is in Hollywood. And he's a 5-time champion. So if he went Hollywood, it's completely justified because he's got the credentials and the cachet to validate it. But he's still focused, ain't he? Every year, L.A., right down the block, and he's still focused. Could you imagine what that boy would do with LeBron James? It's something to think about, and that's all I got to say.
That's all? After you blew the rundown completely to bits? we're 7 topics down the list now.
Provocative, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's incredible. It was quite a speech you just made.
At the circle. 16.3 remaining. James played by Bryant. Dwyane Williams off the pick. Coming up way short. Williams gets it back. Down to 3 seconds. And Griffin picks it off. And is fouled with 1.1 to go.
You called it, Steve. They drove a play for a 3. That's exactly what they were going for the win.
And Williams was 8 for 10 going into that attempt with 4 3-pointers made. So they drew a really nice play up, but he just didn't quite have enough pop on that shot. And then this was puzzling. You think LeBron, with 6 seconds to go, maybe a little less, he's going to put the ball on the floor and try to get to the rim. He's made a bad pass, but maybe the only bad play he's made all night.
Now, here we go. Number one, I don't want to blow up the Heat because, number one, I don't think this is over yet. So I'm on record with that one already.
No,
today.
the premise here was if they lose.
That's right. And I hope it's not, because you know why I want to be June. You know where I want to be June. Boy, I hope I'm wrong. I hope they
win against OKC, but it's not South Beach.
Come on down.
Yeah.
You know where I want to be in a week?
Okay. I'm just going to remind you that 1 year ago, going into the finals, the Heat were in a commanding position to win the NBA Finals. Commanding. They're up 15 in Game 2 at home. And Dwyane Wade starts deferring to LeBron James, and you know the rest of the story. But they went to Dallas and won Game 3. And they're up 2-1, and LeBron is making a list about, I'm going to tell him so and tell him so and tell him so.
You were at the top.
I was at the top of that list. But the point was they were in command of that series because they clearly, eye test, were the better team. Going into this year, they were prohibitively favored to win the NBA title. I'm not going to detonate this Miami Heat. I do want to change the coach because he's not a coach to me. He's an assistant coach masquerading as. He's a Pat Riley protege.
I wouldn't say that. I don't want to say that about Eric Spoelstra.
Well, I'm just saying, in the big picture of what this team is, because
his biggest crime is that he's not Pat Riley.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
He's not Pat Riley.
Okay, but he's a Pat protege, handpicked, but he's not Pat.
No.
So I don't know if Pat is I don't know if the fire's gone out for Pat. That's my concern about Pat. I would love for Pat to step down from above and say, I'm going to take this thing over one time here and we're going to go win this thing. Because with the pieces in place, they could tweak it a little bit. They could win this thing next year. They're not too old. Dwyane Wade, as you say, he just turned 30 years of age. But big picture, my one concern is, to your points, that Dwyane Wade and LeBron are just too good of friends. They are just too close for their own good. There's way too much of, I'm going to get you yours, and I want you to be this, and I want you to be that, to a fault. They're very, truly, genuinely close friends.
And that is why I'm going to turn you to my mode of thinking on this, Skip Bayless. Because we all know one thing. Kobe don't have that problem.
He does not have that problem with anybody.
Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now. If LeBron shows up in South Beach with Kobe Bryant as a teammate, and for some reason he shrinks beneath the spotlight, he will hate Kobe. Because Kobe's going to come at him. He's going to come at him. He's going to come at him.
Here's my question.
He's going to come at him.
Here's my concern about your deal. And I like your deal because it could be one of those classic good trades for both teams.
It helps both teams.
Yeah. But here's my problem. You say Kobe can close, but is his window closed?
No.
Is it closed?
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know.
You answer that.
I'm scared about it. I don't know.
He looked pretty good health-wise this past year.
Let me tell you something right now. Kobe on his own has a legit 2 years left in him at this level. But with LeBron, you can double that.
All right, that's fair.
Because it's LeBron.
But don't bring me that Kobe will teach him the unteachable, because you cannot learn the clutch gene. I've said it a million times. You just can't. LeBron will be he'll go chosen one to frozen one. It would be up to Kobe to do what Dwyane Wade has not been able to do so far.
I'm going to say this to you. Completely different position. Doesn't even equate. But wasn't an accident that Andrew Bonham elevated this year. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, when you got somebody that can get it done, that's in your face about what you need to do. Jordan with Pippen. Pippen, what was he when he first came into the league?
Thank you. I've been saying he's not a top 50 player.
He had the migraine headache.
He's not a top 50 player.
He had the migraine headache in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals in 1987 when Jordan's on a bus and his late father, God rest his soul, is busy hugging his son, and Jordan is crying, talking about when we going to get over the hump, when we going to get over the hump. And Scottie Pippen had let him down, and all of a sudden they came back and they started steamrolling over everybody. Why? Because Jordan elevated Pippen. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done.
You realize what you just admitted?
It doesn't matter.
Scottie Pippen is not a top 50 player. Thank you.
Just because Jordan elevated.
I don't think he said that.
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't. Just because Jordan elevated Pippen doesn't mean Pippen's not there. He still got there.
No, he didn't.
He still got there.
Sorry.